The college football top picks are Georgia, Texas Tech, North Texas, and Virginia for championship weekend Friday, December 5th and Saturday, December 6th, 2025. These are expert consensus picks from ESPN, Fox, and CBS sports analysts. On this table, I present the experts and their picks. The experts are Joel Klatt with Fox Sports, Greg McElroy with ESPN. He was also the quarterback for Alabama in 2010 when they won their national championship. CBS Sports analyst Tom Fornelli, CBS Sports Brandon Marcello, CBS Sports Brad Crawford. I also include Bill Connelly's point spread calculation based on his SP Plus power rating, which are published on ESPN. I calculate his point spread as well as the difference between his point spread and the Vegas point spread, which shows advantages for North Texas and Virginia. In the first column are the consensus expert picks, meaning multiple experts picked made these picks. So North Texas minus 2.5, Virginia Cavaliers minus 4, Texas Tech minus 12.5, Georgia Bulldogs minus 2.5. Now, if you look in the description box below this video, there is a link, and if you click the link, it will take you to my Google Drive where I have this Excel spreadsheet. You can download the Excel spreadsheet by clicking File, Download Microsoft Excel. The Google Sheet does not have all the features and the formatting, but if you download the Excel spreadsheet to your computer, once you open it up, it will have the exact same Excel file with the formatting and the images that I'm presenting in this video. So the Excel spreadsheet has a table of all the experts and their picks, as well as all the links that I present in this video. So in the remainder of this video, I'll go through this spreadsheet, the picks, and discuss the sources of the information on this spreadsheet. Also, if you want to make notes on the Excel spreadsheet, click Enable Editing on your file version on your computer. So let's look at the sources of these picks, the experts. First, this is for college football weekend, week 15, which includes Friday, December 5th, and Saturday, December 6th, 2025. It's college football championship weekend where you have conference championships. Feature games include Alabama and Georgia, Ohio State and Indiana. Now the first expert, Joel Klatt, he's an analyst for Fox Sports. He's actually announcing the Ohio State Indiana game. Ohio State's ranked number 1, Indiana is ranked number 2. And in this YouTube video, he presents some predictions and picks for this weekend. And those picks are in column B here. So he'd predict North Texas, Virginia, Texas Tech, and Georgia. And these are all against the spread. So he's predicting that they will cover the point spread. So that means Texas Tech would win by 13 or more points. So that's Joel Klatt. The second expert, Greg McElroy, on ESPN College Football YouTube channel, he presented also a preview of actually all the games this weekend and predictions and picks for some of the games. And so the games that he mentioned would cover the point spread are North Texas and Texas Tech. He didn't make a pick on Virginia because he will be announcing the Virginia Duke game. He'll be the ESPN announcer for that game. Now, if you scroll down on the spreadsheet, I provide the links in yellow to these videos so you can watch and listen for yourself. The next three experts that I present are all sports analysts on CBS Sports. If you go to cbssports.com and go to their NCAA FB tab. Every week they present expert picks. Now at the top you have the different experts, and you also have their records overall and their records for each week. The three experts that I selected are Brandon Marcello, Brad Crawford, and Tom Fornelli. Brandon Marcello and Brad Crawford have the best record against the spread. That means they picked teams to cover the point spread, and they have the best record among this panel. And Tom Fornelli I picked because last week he was the clear number one winner in his picks against the spread. So I took their picks this week, and I put it into the spreadsheet. Now, just to let you know, if you want to, when you go to the CBS website, you can click each week so you can see how they did the previous week. They also have spread. I'm concerned about the spread picks, which are against the point spread. Did the teams cover the point spread? They also have straight up, which is simply win or loss. I'm less interested in that because people can simply pick the favorites. But that doesn't have a good return on investment. We want teams that cover the point spread. There's a saying, good teams win, great teams cover the point spread. So taking these experts here, all three picked North Texas to cover the point spread. All three picked Virginia. And then Tom picked Texas Tech, but also Joel and Greg also picked Texas Tech. I would say in terms of the deepest analysis that I've come across is actually Greg McElroy. Greg McElroy in his video, he presents a very detailed analysis, and he goes into the different components of offense and defense, quarterback. He does a very deep analysis. So I give him extra weight. So also notice that all three picked Georgia, and Joel Klatt also picked Georgia. So now the final expert is Bill Connelly. So Bill Connelly, he is a college football sports analytics expert, and in 2019, ESPN hired him. And one of the things that he does for ESPN is he calculates his own power ratings. And these power ratings can be used to calculate point spreads. So the most recent power rating from Bill Connelly has Ohio State rated number 1 and Indiana rated number 2. So they're actually just separated by 1 point. He basically says that Ohio State and Indiana are equivalent teams. He has Texas Tech number 3, Oregon, then he has Notre Dame, Georgia, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Miami. So he does a combination of he does his own analysis, and he has his own methods. He also breaks it down by offense, defense, and special teams. And the link I provide in the spreadsheet. So taking his power ratings from that table, I calculated a point spread. Now, the North Texas game will be at Tulane, but the other 3 games will be at neutral sites. Once I calculated the point spread, I compared the point spread using Bill Connelly's power rating, and I compared it to Vegas's number. So -7 versus -2.5, and that's for North Texas. So this is actually a good indication for North Texas. So the way to interpret it is this. If you go to Vegas, you can bet North Texas -2.5. Bill Connelly's power rating predicts that North Texas will actually win by 7.7, by over a touchdown, which means you'll cover. So that means there is a 5-point advantage for North Texas. So Bill Connelly would pick North Texas and Virginia based on his numbers. But Bill Connelly would not predict Texas Tech or Georgia because they're basically 0. There's no advantage. So North Texas has an advantage of 5 points. Virginia has an advantage of 3 points. So so these 2 green numbers here on the right indicates using Bill Connelly's number, those would be his selections, his numerical calculation selections. So that adds more support to North Texas and Virginia. So considering all of these consensus picks, the greatest confidence appears to be with North Texas minus 2.5 and Virginia. One of the issues with Texas Tech is that's a pretty large point spread. This is a rematch game. And so you have a misalignment between what you want, which is covering the point spread, and what Texas Tech really needs. Texas Tech just wants to win. So they'll take a win by 7. They don't need to cover. Georgia, the issue here is the point spread is small, but they're going up against a team of comparable quality, and they actually lost to Alabama in a previous matchup. Now, if you scroll to the right here, what I did was I provided some other very important information. So North Texas, I looked at the regular season matchup. So North Texas is playing Tulane. North Texas and Tulane did not play in the regular season, and they will be playing at Tulane. Virginia, Texas Tech, and Georgia will all be played at neutral sites. Virginia will be playing Duke at Charlotte. Texas Tech will be playing at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and they're playing BYU. And then Georgia and Alabama are playing in Atlanta, neutral sites. Now, let me zoom in here. During the regular season, we had head-to-head matchups. So in the regular season, Virginia won their game against Duke, 34-17. So that's a plus 17 margin, way beyond the point spread of minus 4. And this was at Duke, and it was November 15th. Texas Tech had also played BYU. This was at Texas Tech. They won 29-7. They won by a margin of 22 points, which is larger than the point spread. So we can expect that these margins will be smaller, but these are pretty large point spreads in the previous matchups. Now, Alabama played at Georgia on September 27th, and they beat Georgia by 3 points. So that was on the road. So if you consider that, that's something to consider too. That was a big accomplishment. Now, what I'm providing for you in the lower half of this Excel file are all the links that you can also look at. So this is the YouTube video for Joel Klatt. The yellow link is how you get to his video. This is Greg McElroy. He was the quarterback for Alabama when Nick Saban won his first national championship at Alabama. He had won a previous national championship at LSU. This is CBS Sports link. This is the ESPN scoreboard page. Bill Connelly's SP Plus power ratings. Also, I'm going to provide you the link for Covers, which has injury reports. You can collapse all of the menus or you can expand them. And they tell you the number of players injured, which players, when they were reported out, and their status. Are they out? Is it questionable? And we see Alabama has 11 people on their injury report. It's very important to check injuries. I also provide some notes from the Greg McElroy and Joel Klatt videos. So listening to both Joel Klatt and Greg McElroy, they have some key points. And Greg McElroy here is GM, Joel Klatt is JK. And I present their picks to win, who covers, any predictions of the final score, as well as key points.